All right. Good deal. All righty. Wait, let me just open up my notes. Okay. All righty. All right, so let me just, Dave, are you gonna spectate, Dave, or are you gonna participate too? What did you want to do?
I can do whatever you want. I can take
Yeah,
notes.
why don't you do it too then?
Okay.
We got our old vet coming back. That's awesome. All right, so wait, it looks like I have more than six now. Why does it only say six people are in here? Oh, seven now. All right, so we got Matt, Katie, Chris. All right. All right, let's get going. All right, so all right, so what we're gonna do, we'll go in alphabetical order. Um, and you guys, again, you're gonna have 2 minutes to share your LinkedIn profile and then 30 seconds to answer each of the four questions. So it's important we stay on track. So do your best to limit your answers to the allotted time. I'll keep a stopwatch and I'll be on with you. We'll share the screen and I'll just put up my hand 5. That means you have 5 seconds to wrap it up. All right. Everyone, if you can right now in the chat, just go to your LinkedIn profile, copy the URL and paste your LinkedIn profile at the in the chat. Because when it comes to your turn, I'm going to share my screen and show your LinkedIn, your page. And then I also want you guys watching, you'll have the LinkedIn page up on your screen as well. So you guys can follow along. All right. Also, yeah, like if you're not connected to the speaker, just do it right there. Just hit the connect button. It'll get you a bunch of new connects. All right. Then the poll URL is 7eagle.com/trial. So you'll use this same poll immediately after each speaker. So I recommend keeping that open in another window while the person is speaking so you can evaluate during their presentation. All right. You don't have time. We don't have time for anyone to ask questions after you speak. So just, you can use the icons if you want to put a little supportive, whatever, thing back. So open you're going to have 3 windows open for each speaker. You're going to have this Zoom window open, the speaker's LinkedIn profile on your screen, and then the poll for that speaker. All right. So the poll again is 7eagle.com/trial. And that'll open up the poll that you're going to take after each one. So after we're all done, we'll return back to the main room. Jethro is going to tally up all the polls, select our winner out of this room, and that person will then repeat their presentation in the main room. And then we're all going to select the interview trial champ. All right, so we're recording this presentation so you guys can watch them later. Jethro will email you your poll results from everybody, and then the URL so you can watch yourself on camera. All right. I'm so excited to see you guys, your presentation. So we can get started. First, any questions? Does anyone have any questions? Okay. All right. So wait, let me open up the roster here so I can see who's going first. Give me one sec. I got like 100 windows open on my screen. All right. I'm just gonna yell out the name. Let's see who's here. Is Aaron, AJ, or Andrew Benyo? One of you guys here? Aaron, AJ, or Andrew Benyo? Antonio, Austin, or Bailey? Benjamin, Vega, Brandon Davis, or Brian Letelier?
Ben is here.
Who is?
Ben.
Ben. Thank you, buddy. Ben Vega. All right, so you're gonna go first. So get your make sure you have your LinkedIn in the chat for now. Let me just get the order of everyone. Carly Gomez, Cassandra Martin, or Christian Wilson. Christopher Lopez, Chris Prescott, Clint Ingle.
I'm here.
Who's that?
Chris
Clint,
Van
right?
Zant as
Chris
well.
Prescott. Cassandra's here too.
Prescott, Chris Prescott, and Clint are here.
And then Chris Van Zant, because it's not on the list, you might
Oh,
throw me
okay,
in there.
good. You'll go. All right, so
Where
you'll
is it?
go. Chris B. Did Cassandra, is she here? No.
Yeah, she's here, Jordan.
She's
She
here.
is. Oh, good. Okay. All right. So wait, it's gonna be Ben. Let me do this again. Ben, Cassandra, Chris P, Clint, Chris P, Clint, Sandra, and then is that it so far? Can I 1, 2, 3? Oh, I missed Chris B. Sorry, it's a little spastic today. All right, Ben, Cassandra.
Ben, is your LinkedIn in the chat?
Chris B, Chris P, and then Clint. All right, moving along, and then Colby.
So my LinkedIn is right above the submittal for the trials.
Is Colby or Craig here?
Colby's here.
Colby, cool. And then who am I missing? Who did not I call? Who didn't get their name called? Anyone?
Yeah,
Right.
David Mohammed.
David. All right, thanks, bud. All right, you're gonna go last. Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, so the order is going to be Ben, Cassandra, Chris B, Chris P, Clint, Colby, David. Whew. All right, we're getting there. All right, so we're recording. Let me just make sure I'm doing everything right. I'm going to pin myself, use the clock, raise your hand, do the LinkedIn. Speaker. All right, please give positive feedback. Not off. Perfect. All right, I'm good to go. All right, so let's pin, we got Ben going first. Mr. Ben. There he is. All right, buddy. All right, so here, let me share. And let me call up my LinkedIn. It'll go faster once I get in the groove here. All right. Benjamin Vega.
Appreciate the enthusiasm, Chris.
All right, Ben, go get them, baby. So just walk us through your LinkedIn, the section. So whatever you want to talk about, go ahead.
So I guess I'll start with the background. I wanted something to be pretty simplistic, but also said something about me that I am trying to get into cybersecurity. I'm also very interested in AI and how it's progressively getting into our career fields, specifically in computers. So I thought something simplistic but not overwhelming to try to take over the whole background would be sufficient. So I chose that as my background. Try to stick with the front facial face with a little bit of the shoulders for my facial picture. And for my experience, I'm a civil engineer by trade, specializing in water and fuel systems. I did a lot of data analysis, leadership. That's pretty much me in the package right there with the Air Force veteran.
That is awesome. What and
For-
tell us about contact connections. You're up to 200.
Yeah, so I started with I think about 40 or 50. So I'm up to 276, a ginormous leap from where I first started.
Yep.
Try to do as they say, about 20 or 30 connections of the day. I have about 60 that is on hold right now. So once those individuals start to get online, it should start accelerating a little bit more. So there I am, United States Air Force, graduated from Florida Institute of Technology. The About Me page speaks a little bit about me, my experience in the background, and how I'm trying to transition into the IT sector. I did create my first post yesterday, speaking into a little bit about me, and I'm going to start trying to do at least 2 or 3 posts a week, basically documenting my experience to see if I can help others who are going through the same thing that I'm going through.
Nice. All right, good. You got your first. So that's it on your LinkedIn. So you guys see Ben. So what I would do is just open the poll, just put your marks for him right now on his LinkedIn page. All right, good job. Let me give me one sec. All right, so now we're gonna go, Ben, to the interviews. I'll just quickly ask the questions. Let me just call them up. Okay. All right. All right. Are we still both pinned? Hold on. I think when
Yeah,
I
you're.
share, it goes away, right? Oh, there we are. Okay, good. All right, awesome. All right, so first question, Ben, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm glad you asked. So, in my past, I was a senior manager in the civil engineering department of the United States Air Force. Basically, I was a senior NCO. I was responsible for leading teams across different professions to ensure that the critical infrastructure we worked on remained safe and dependable. As a civil engineer, I often found myself in challenging situations where I had to make sure that the airfields, the facilities, and the utility systems were well maintained and operating. My goal was to keep operations running smoothly by minimizing risk and ensuring my teams worked effectively and efficiently as well as safely. During my time in the Air Force, I developed a
I gotta stop you.
reputation.
You're already over. Good job, though.
Okay.
That's fine. We got enough. Good. All right, next question. Why should we hire you?
When I was in the Air Force, I cultivated years of core values that I live by every day. These values are integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. This enabled me to be responsible for teams maintaining mission critical infrastructure that had to be supported 24/7. I led those teams under pressure, keeping operations running and making sure problems were handled quickly and professionally. What I did was lean on proven leadership. I set clear and honest expectations, used checklists and playbooks. These are things that are pivotal for the SOC analyst role. When issues came up, I treated them like incidents. I prioritized, I assigned, I executed, and I reported. I thrived in those fast-paced environments, and my team knew they could rely on me to stay calm, make decisions, and keep the mission first.
Okay, I gotta stop you there. Good job. All right, and third question. Describe an obstacle you faced and how you overcame it.
That's a very good one. One thing that comes to mind was one of my recent jobs in a water break. It was affecting the whole installation. If this thing didn't get repaired, it would shut down the whole base and everybody will be out of work. My job was to get things back on track, find the main shuttle point to get everything working together to fix that problem as quickly and as efficiently as possible. I handled it like an incident response where I set up a central point to coordinate teams. I figured out where the problem was and I followed the plan to isolate the line so we can fix it. But not everything went to plan. Some of those valves, we couldn't shut them off. So we had to think on the fly and try to figure out a way to get in there and fix the problem.
All
So
right,
what I
I gotta
had to do
stop you.
literally was
I gotta
jump in
stop you.
there.
Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, and last one. Interview's ending. Anything else you would like to share about yourself?
Well, I'm really excited about this role to bring my experience and my abilities into this cybersecurity role. Now, I've been working hard to bridge gaps, focusing on learning and applying my incident management skills directly to this position. Looking ahead, I'm eager to grow with your team by quickly adding value and becoming someone you can count on both daily monitoring and reliably performance. You're not just getting a motivated entry level analyst, you're getting a proven leader who knows how to handle pressure.
Perfect. Good job, buddy. Way to go. Thanks for going first and getting us underway. That was outstanding. Really good. All right, so let's oops, got wrong. Let us now, if you guys can finish the survey for Ben. I'll give you a few seconds. Let's get those all submitted. And then we're gonna go next to Cassandra. All right, Jed, are you still in here?
Yeah, I'm staying here.
Okay, okay. Can you pin me too? I think I removed myself by mistake.
No, you're pinned.
I am. Okay, good. And Cassandra. Why aren't they showing back to that? Okay. You can see me, Cassandra?
I can see you.
Okay, cool. All right, let me call up LinkedIn. Cassandra. All right, I'm gonna share. All right, so why don't you tell us about your page? Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna admit my background is cyber defense and incident response. So hence the background with the lock. It's cyber looking. Just pick keywords where most of my expertise is in strategic planning, risk management, operational efficiency. Highlight my clearance and my certifications.
Help it. You got your connections up to 500. Good. Are they all quality, like in cyber or getting there?
They're mostly like, yeah, cyber or like recruiters and talent management people.
All right. Tell us about the about section.
Yeah, I just took all my my stuff and threw it in ChatGPT.
I like it. Good. Seeking roles. Good.
Yeah, I plan on moving after Skillbridge and everything is up. So wanted to
Are you
make sure
moving
I
to-
highlighted these other areas.
Okay. You moving to Fort Walton or is that
That's where I live right now. I don't,
right.
we have not decided. It's like
Where?
more where we're open to go.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's look at tell us about your posting.
Yeah, I've just like shared other hiring fairs for other people and then just kind of put my name out there a couple times on trying to find an OJT.
Good.
That's about it.
Okay. Excellent. And tell us about this.
Yeah, took bullets from my EPRs, EPBs, decorations, and just tried to transform them into more civilian lingo and put them
Okay.
out there.
Great. Outstanding. Good job. All right. So grade her on her LinkedIn page. All right. And all right. So you ready? First question, Cassandra.
I
Tell us
suppose.
about yourself.
Hi, I'm a people-first cyber leader with 20 years in the Air Force, where I've led teams of all sizes through high-stake missions, complex incidents, and major organizational change. My strength is taking technically skilled teams and giving them the clarity, structure, and support they need to perform at their best. I'm known for turning chaos into coordination, improving processes, and building strong, confident teams that can handle anything.
Perfect. Good job. All right. Next one. Why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I build strong, high-performing teams and bring calm, structured leadership to complex situations. I've spent years leading cyber operators through demanding missions, improving response times, and strengthening communication across technical and non-technical groups. I elevate the people, the workflow, and the overall effectiveness of the organization.
Perfect. Third question. So tell us about an obstacle you faced and how you overcame it.
Right. Good question. On one of my more recent incident response missions, we had to travel halfway around the world, and once we got there, our kit wasn't working correctly. So we had to quickly, on the fly, figure out how to get ourselves operational. So I gathered the team, I got them to brainstorm, put one person over to keep troubleshooting while the rest of us worked on a workaround, and we came up with a solution pretty quickly, and we're back on mission.
Perfect. And last one, anything else you'd like to tell us about yourself?
Thanks for having me here. I'm excited about the role, and I think I would bring a wealth of knowledge and help you improve your processes across your organization. Look forward to hearing from you.
Good job. Way to go, Cassandra. That was awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right. All right, so next up is Chris B. Mr. Banzit. All right, let me share. Get rid of, wait, move. I did it wrong.
Hey, Jordy, I'm working on one final thing. Can Chris Prescott go real
Yeah,
quick?
absolutely.
I love
Chris, you
it.
okay with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All
Why
right, man,
not?
we'll swap them. That's all right. It's like
I don't want to
cramming
run
for
the
cramming
surprise.
for the test, right? The night before.
That's how it goes.
All right, let me share. We're on. All right, so Chris Prescott. Is that you, right?
Yeah, sorry, Chris, to throw you on the spot like that. I had an impulse decision that I wanted to do, and I think I'm just trying to make it more fun. So
I kind of did the same thing. So I was like, I
All
was
right,
prepping my Cassandra's on.
all right. Talk about your page, Chris.
So I started off like the banner. Those are just some photos from the places that I've been in the world. I thought it was like pretty interesting, drawing different ideas from around the US and overseas. Uh, Name, basic banner with like my skills laid out up front. I do need to add PMP now that I got certified, which is pretty neat. So I'll be doing that later today. I'm just waiting on the cert so I can make a post about it. And then the 173 connections. Out of the 173, I have about 107 that are like really solid.
Nice.
So making meaningful connections.
That's great. Tell us about the about.
So I did like a nice blend of my skills and work experience using GPT, of course, like most people, and kind of blended everything together. And then refined it even more because, GPT gives you the base, then you got to refine it and make it make sense for an average reader. So, started off my experience, most recent up front, talked about my clearance. That's, a pretty big thing for some employers. Then started going into some work history, some skills, and what I've done.
Great. All right. Activity posting. Good.
Yeah, trying.
Good. So let's see. Another week of learning. Good job. You got them. Next one. And then the experience.
Yeah, so I started off. A lot of it's been exchanging the language over to the civilian side. So while I was an executive officer in the military, now changing that over to like operations manager to make more sense, and to demonstrate the capacity to lead teams in that area. And then the bullets hit on general skills that an operations manager would need to hit in those areas.
Good job, man. Awesome. All right. Let's get to the interview now.
Yes.
All right. First question. Tell us about yourself, Chris.
I'm a U.S. Army veteran with over 7 years of data analysis experience and 6 years of leadership and team management. I've led operations, training, and process improvement initiatives that supported large teams in fast-moving environments. After transitioning, I've continued to build my skills in analytics and project management, pursuing certifications such as my PMP. And I am motivated by roles where I can solve problems, support people, and improve how organizations operate.
Good job. Right on time. All right. All right. Why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I bring a mix of leadership, analytical strength, and reliability. I've managed teams, improved workflows, and delivered results under pressure. I'm adaptable, mission focused, and quick to learn new systems. I don't just complete tasks, I look for ways to elevate processes and support the team. You're getting someone who leads, executes, and continuously improves.
Good. Tell us about a obstacle you overcame.
Well, during my time in the Army, I once had to rebuild an entire training and administration pipeline for a company of over 150 soldiers after turnover left major gaps. I mapped out the issues, rebuilt the systems, trained the team, and established clear processes within weeks. Our accuracy and turnaround times improved significantly, and the command gained full visibility again. I learned how to stabilize chaos, build structure, and lead people through change.
Good job. And lastly, anything else you'd want to share about yourself?
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to interview. I'm someone who brings commitment, accountability, and a genuine passion for developing people and improving operations. I'm excited about the possibility of contributing to this team and continuing to grow professionally. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to the next steps.
Good job. Way to go, buddy. All right, so let's get our surveys in for Chris. And then we'll go to the next one. All right. So Craig and Nick, you guys are gonna go too, right? I don't think Craig, are you gonna participate? And Nick? We lose Nick. Nick Winamoller. All right, so Chris B, you ready?
I'm trying to
Well,
unmute
Chris,
and it's giving
you
me a
got
hard
it.
time. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm ready, Jordy. Let me
All right, buddy. All right,
hide
let me
some.
call you
I
up.
didn't get to do everything I wanted to do because
That's okay.
ChatGPT wasn't cooperating, but it's all right. We're gonna still try it.
Are you under Christopher?
No, it's Chris Dash Banzat Jr.
Chris Dash Bandit like that?
Well, that's my actual LinkedIn. So Chris, actually, you ain't gonna find me that way. I don't think. I don't
What's up
know.
here? Maybe got it. Chris
Dash Banzat Jr.
Junior.
That's just one
another
T.
guy? One
Yeah,
T.
one T.
And then
Yes,
just
sir.
right into Junior like that?
Dash JR.
Dash.
Yeah.
The Batman. Is that what people call you? Is that your nickname?
Oh no, I just made some changes just for the sake of this interview thing because
And
I'm not
I
asking
love it
for
already. This is a fantastic.
All right, buddy. All right, take us out, Batman.
All right, so as you can tell here, I try to keep it very simple. I think that people these days they really want to get to know the hero behind the mask, and so I decided to expose my face publicly so that people could get to know the person behind the mask. As you can tell, I'm a billionaire by day, hero by night, also referred to as the Dark Knight. But if you continue to scroll down, I did leave some actual professional stuff in there. I didn't just completely change my whole page down to Batman. So if you can scroll down, I have 336 connections currently, aggressively working to get to 500.
Nice.
My current position that I'm currently filling is a program coordinator as part of my skill bridge with Seven Eagle Group, assisting them. You can kind of see a little description there, just talking about the passion and the why behind that position. I made sure that every position that I had, I linked
Okay.
like the skills associated to those positions as
Okay.
well.
Cool. All right, good job, man. And you're posting, I think I saw, yeah.
Yeah, I even let them know that they might see some weird stuff, but it'll get changed back.
All right, good job. All right, so let's get to the interview. All right, so tell us about yourself.
Yes, sir. It all started when I was a young child, and I was in a dark alley, and I lost my parents in a very tragic accident. And since then, I just believed in justice, and everything that I've done from this point forward in my life has been to bring justice to those who deserve it the most. And so, um, and that's kind of where my passion is. And I not only do I believe in this, but I put my money where my mouth is, and I've literally invested my own money to bring justice to the city of Gotham.
Oh my God. All right, why should we hire you, Batman?
Well, the original Batman, as you know, came around in 1938. I would say that it's about time for a change. He's kind of geriatric at this point, and he probably is ready to retire. And so I can bring in the money that I already have and continue his mission. And again, it's about the hero that Gotham needs. You know what I mean? And I believe that I'm that person.
All right. What about an obstacle you faced?
So I've faced many obstacles. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy called the Joker, but you know, for some reason he just has it out for me, and he just makes my life a living hell. And I constantly have to deal with the shenanigans of people like him or the Riddler, and every time I encounter those challenges, I succeed. I never give up until I succeed.
Penguin. He doesn't get any. It's not a thorn in your side. All right. Anything else you'd like to share before we close out?
Yeah, I think that for everybody here, if I could give any words of wisdom from the great Batman, I would say, don't take yourself too serious. I think sometimes we take ourselves too seriously, and it shows sometimes. And so don't be afraid to have fun with everything that you do, and put a smile on, and show people that you truly do enjoy the things that you do.
Great job, buddy. All right, bring it a little fun. I love it. Great job. All right, so rank Chris Banzit. And Clint, you are up next. So let's get your surveys in for Chris. Let me call Clint to the table. That's not you. Clint, do you have a LinkedIn page? I remember I was trying to find it the other day. Is he still here or is he out with the cows?
I think we lost him.
We lost Clint. All right, no worries. All right, Colby, you ready?
Sure.
Colby Hild. All right, buddy. Thanks, Chet. Nick, are you there? All right, Colby, why don't you walk us through your LinkedIn here?
All right.
Can
Are you
see? Wait,
sharing it
I
or
didn't
am I?
share it. Let me share it. Sorry.
Okay.
All
All right. I wasn't really sure about a career-centered background, so I picked one of my passions, and that's the outdoors. This is a shot of Everest from my trek there about 2 years ago. So I'm looking to get into the field of mental health. So my um, about me section here, or I'm sorry,
Oh, the about section. Let me go down.
no, I was sorry. I
Oh.
misspoke about the about the intro.
Connect.
The with the connections, I'm at 279. About half to two-thirds of those are fellow Seven Eagle. The rest are split between those I've sought out in the field I'm going to and um, recruiters that have reached out to me. I've just taken all those as well.
Good. Okay. Tell us about your about here.
So my about section covers a lot of my background from the military, and then talks specifically about um, my degree I'm working on currently. Something I need to adjust there and change is my aspiration for graduate school in psychology.
Cool. All right. No posts yet.
No, I have not been
Okay.
super active on LinkedIn yet.
No worries. All right. And you got to, looks like you haven't laid out your experience yet either, right?
No, I have not.
Okay. All right. Good job. Awesome. Did you climb Everest?
I went to base camp.
Wow. That's awesome.
I did
All
not
right.
sign it, no.
Oh, I wasn't even sharing. I'm sorry. All right. Let's go to the interviews now.
All right.
All right. So tell us about yourself, Colby.
Well, I'm a former Naval Air crewman with 13 years of experience leading teams, managing high-stakes operations, including emergency response, search and rescue, and supporting people through stressful situations. That work has really shaped my passion for helping others and led me toward mental health-focused career. I'm compassionate, calm under pressure, and strong at problem solving. I've applied consistency in both my military roles and my work with clients. I'm now focused on bringing that experience into a role where I can make a direct impact on individuals and their well-being.
Good. Next one, is tell us about why should we hire you?
Why should you hire me? Well, aside from the fact that I'm great to work with, you should hire me because I will bring a mixture of empathy, leadership, and rock-solid problem solving. 13 years in the military taught me how to stay composed, manage complex situations, and work with all types of people, usually in far less comfortable environments than the office. But I'm someone who will take ownership, learns quickly, and elevates the people around me. In short, I'll make your team stronger from day one.
Good. Tell us about an obstacle you faced.
One of my biggest obstacles was leading a critical transition, training transition in the Navy, where our timelines were tight. Our team was pretty overwhelmed, and instead of pushing through blindly, how we managed that was breaking the process down, streamlining the workflow, ensuring everybody was on board and knew what their role was. We ended up cutting the timeline down by 6 weeks and improving overall readiness. That experience reinforced my ability to stay focused under pressure, simplify complex situations, and bring people together towards a successful outcome.
Good. And last one, anything else you'd like to share about yourself?
I'd just like to thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'm genuinely excited about the chance to contribute to your team and support your mission. If selected, you'll get someone who shows up with integrity, empathy, and a strong commitment to helping others navigate their challenges. I'd be honored to bring my experience and energy to your organization.
Good job. Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
Outstanding. All right. All right. So David M., you're next. Wait, I just got to see. Oh, Craig, are you going to go? Did you want to participate too? Craig Beasley? Are you there, or is that a still photo? Where is he? Looked like he was live, no? All right. Oh, there's Craig. All right, you go next. Why don't we, David Muhammad, you want to go next?
Sure, why
All
not?
right, cool. All right, buddy. Thank you. David's a grad, and he was generous enough to come back today and help out. So thank you. Let me get him up. All right. You guys see David's page? Good. All right. So tell us about your LinkedIn.
Sure. So my LinkedIn is just a culmination of some of the skills that I've had. So if you look at the background, as far as doing cybersecurity and AI transformation, being a senior project manager, and also, the leadership that I have. So if you look at the title there and your the header, so part of that is just to keep it simple. Put what you are, and that's about it. Because if you go to the about section there, you'll see some of the things that I've done as far as this is kind of your time to tell a story about yourself. So not necessarily that you want to put your resume here, because you've got your resume down at the bottom, right? So this is to get people to know about you. And then if you look at the very bottom there, you have your contact information along with your specialties. So these are the things that you would normally put, that you see a lot of people put up at the top of their title. And if you put it down here, it's still going to show up when people search for those things, but it just keeps your header clean. So that's why it's down there.
Good. And you're posting. It looks like you're active.
Yeah, and I try to post about 3 times a week. Each of the posts I try to have a hook, which is to stop people from scrolling, then your body, and then a call to action. So the call to action is what gets to have people respond.
Yep. All right. And then experience. Good.
So these are the experiences that I have currently. I do AI transformation. I've been cybersecurity engineer and project manager for AT&T cybersecurity, and
Nice.
then you've got all your skills and education.
Good job, buddy. All right, let's do your interviews. So, all right, David, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is David, as you know. I'm here in Tampa, Florida, and I am a technical project manager with 20 years experience in uh, implementing cybersecurity solutions and network infrastructure, along with SaaS application integration.
Good. Why should we hire you?
The reason you should hire me is because of the skills I bring and the experience. So I have both the technical aptitude and I have the project management experience. Part of the thing I specialize in is taking complex terminology and translating that into everyday layman's terms. I have also done about 3,000 plus complex security projects and worked with teams of up to 20 and $12 million budgets.
Good. Tell us about an obstacle you had to face.
An obstacle I've had to face in the past has been overcoming internal silos. So within the company I worked for, that when I say silos, there are people that do the circuits, people that do the firewalls, people that do the routers. And as a project manager, you have to interface with all of these. So when one of those drops out and they're not meeting their obligations, that is where in the past that I've had to deal with. And part of that is dealing with relations. So by having a relationship of transparency and building that relationship up, it's a lot easier to get somebody to do these projects. So I've had projects with New York Life that has done that and was able to overcome.
Good job. And last one, any closing remarks?
Sure. Thank you for having me. And I do appreciate the time you spent. As we come up to the end of this, when can I expect to hear from you?
Never. Good job, David. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. All righty. Craig, are you gonna go, Craig? Are you there? I can't tell if that's him or a video I'm watching. Anyone know if Craig's here?
I think somebody said they had
My connection is unstable.
connection.
So I'm
Oh, that
trying
was the
to-
one who put it. Oh, okay. No sweat, buddy. What about Nick? I thought I saw Nick in here. Nick, you there?
He may be able to turn off his video and just do the speaking part, and you could hear him.
Yeah, that's a good
with the
idea.
unstable connection.
Craig, would you want to just do the audio? Can you have audio? Is your audio working, Craig, or no?
Turn off your camera, and then it saves
Yeah,
bandwidth.
you don't need to, if the video is screwing it up. Is there anyone else who in the main room here who did not get to go?
Hey, Jordan. There was
Yeah.
a couple of us came from the Delta room. Not all of us was able to kind of get to complete the interview process.
Oh, okay. You want to do it here?
Yeah, I mean, I already
Ready to
went.
go?
I don't know. There's a couple of us in this group right now that jumped in.
Oh, that's fine. It doesn't matter what room you're in. So you can do it in here one, all right?
Oh, I
Did you
already
okay?
went.
Oh, you already went. Oh, you're talking for other people. Who else?
Yes.
Who did not get a chance to go yet? Olivia. All right. All right. You're up, Olivia. Hold on one sec. Just put your, here, let me get your
Post your LinkedIn, please. In the chat.
LinkedIn. I'll call it up, Olivia.
There's chat.
Accountant. All right, Olivia. Tell us about your LinkedIn page.
So I'm pivoting from a deployment manager role into something finance related. Big thing here that I'm highlighting is that I'm looking for work here in Orlando, and accounting, bookkeeping, tax prep is kind of my next sort of role that I'm trying to land.
Good. Close to 500. Let's get her. Connect to her now if you're not. All right. Tell us about the about.
So I made this when I first started my Seven Eagle journey, and this is what is on my Seven Eagle profile. I'm thinking of revisiting and trying to make it a little bit easier to read with maybe some extra bullet points and whatnot, but it goes over my history, my career pivot in the second paragraph, and then some of my accomplishments from the military, as well as at the bottom my hobbies. Some things that
Good.
make me human.
And let's see, are you posting 12 hours? Good. One day. Good.
Yeah, I don't have too many, but I have started trying to make it more regular.
Yep. You're getting in a groove. Excellent. All right. Your web page. All right. Awesome. Good job. All right. Let's go to your interview questions now. All right, Olivia, tell us about yourself.
As you saw on my resume, I recently completed 4 years in the military. And as I'm pivoting, I'm really trying to find that next path that'll lead to a really successful career. And I'm very passionate about helping people understand their finances, um, and just take away that anxiety behind, that subject. During my time in the military, I was required to do a whole bunch of financial training to teach me from the ground up, this subject that I had never did before. I lived with my parents before this. So I learned how to budget, debt consolidation, credit, planning for retirement, and it really shaped my life for the better. And I can't imagine not having that foundation, and I just like to pass it on.
Good job. Why should we hire you?
I really have a drive and a passion for this job and for this field. And while I may not have the hard skills that translate super easily, I come with a great set of soft skills that every military veteran has. And I have had technical jobs that I've had to jump into without any experience in the past. Before learning to have a background in logistics, I'd never been on a plane, and then I started loading planes, and then I was told to, pivot to my next role, and I'd never had any background in that. And so I really think that I can bring that drive to learn to this role, and it can be great.
Perfect. And tell us about an obstacle you faced and overcame.
Yeah, so when I had my logistics role, my leadership came to me and said, all right, we have a new role that we're going to stick you in. I had no background in it. I really didn't have a say. And when I got there, they didn't have a great onboarding process. It was a really shaky start. So while I was there, I took really diligent notes, and created like an onboarding checklist. And then as I was leaving, I really requested that they bring in my replacement early enough that I could teach them properly. And prior to that, they didn't have a great understanding of how long it took to get up to speed. So I doubled the amount of time, and she took off running.
And last one, any closing remarks before we break?
I just want to thank you for this role. I'm really excited to move forward with your team. If you have any questions, I have my veteran success coordinator that I can pair you with. They can help you understand the ins and outs of the program, and I can start, as soon as the next day after that conversation.
Good job. Way to go. All right. Anybody else who did not get a chance to go?
W brief, Olivia.
Lauren, did you go yet or no?
No, I have not gone yet.
Oh, good. Okay, you'll go here. All right, awesome. And then who was that other hand? It just went down. Who had it up?
It was Kevin.
Kevin. All right, Kevin, and you'll go at next, and then I think we're done.
Okay.
Good. All right, so Lauren, let me get up your LinkedIn. Give me one sec. All right, tell us about your LinkedIn. Wait, put your mute, whatever, audio.
My bad.
Yeah.
My LinkedIn is pretty much everything like defense, logistics, and transportation wise. So I really wanted to highlight that. I've done it for the last 10 years, so that's pretty much what I want to do going forward. So that's pretty much everything on my page.
Okay, good. And let's see about how many connections? You got 500? Good. Tell us about the about here.
So I really wanted to highlight what I have done as a logistic and operations person in the transportation in the first paragraph, and then pretty much go into the cross-functional section in the second paragraph. So working with the Army can have its challenges, me being Air Force, and then me being proud doing what I do, and then wanting to connect with other people.
Good. And are you posting regular 2 days? 2 days?
Pretty
Good.
much every day if I can. Sometimes I don't
Nice.
get that. Sometimes 2 times a day. I kind of make some witty one and then some professional one if I can.
Nice. All right. And then experience, you got this. Good.
I need to add a little bit more skills on some of the other ones. But this somewhat reflects my resume almost.
Great. Good job with LinkedIn. All right. To the questions. Tell us about yourself, Lauren.
So I'm Lauren. I spent over 10 years keeping missions moving and the logistics leader wise in the Air Force. I also love diving into complex challenges. I love supporting my teammates. I love to bring positive energy to tough situations whenever we have them. I know when I'm going to the reserve side, I'm hoping to bring those and explore new roles as well. And I'm also excited to make an impact in the civilian world on the federal side. And fun fact, we can probably fit your moving company and your moving truck with military precision and still have room for snacks as well as be good at Tetris. So
Okay. Why should we hire you?
pretty much I bring 10 years of my logistics experience, my hands-on operation knowledge, and my strong leadership skills. I've also led teams through high pressure missions. I've also optimized supply chains and maintained top quality standards. I'm also reliable and results driven. And I've also focused on helping the team meet shared goals.
Good. And any obstacles you've had to overcome?
There was one. So that RAM sign at the quality assurance processing was about 40% lower than it's required. So we kind of have to do 60-10. So pretty much we had to do 60% on hand inspections and the 10 pretty much be an email or phone call. So that kind of delayed the shipments from family members a bit, or the process of getting issues done and resolved was a bit of a problem. So I tried to streamline that workflow and remove any redundancies. I also trained the team, the new procedures as well, and made a structured work schedule. And then within those 2 weeks, the process was improved by 35%.
Good. And last question, anything you want to share before we break?
I'm just really excited about this opportunity and my background in operations and leadership and logistics, as well as transportation, and I'm prepared to deliver immediate value, and I'm passionate about continuing learning and committing to help my team succeed every day.
Good job. Way to go, Lauren. Excellent. All right. Did we get everyone? Is anyone who did not get a chance to speak?
Oh yeah, me, Jordy. I'm posting my LinkedIn in the chat now.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, right, Kevin, I'm sorry. You already told me you didn't speak. All right, give me 1 sec. Kevin.
While he's doing that, good job, Lauren.
Yep, you guys are all kicking ass. All right, is this you? Yep. Good. All right, Kev, tell us about your LinkedIn page.
Yeah, so I'm about 2 weeks into Seven Eagles, so I'm still like kind of taking it slow. I've just been like trying to also like fit in as much like job applications as I can.
Yep.
On my behalf, though, I still have missed like a lot of things that I should be adding to like my LinkedIn. So I don't have a single post yet, but I'm slowly building my connections.
That's good. You're underway. Good. And your about section. Okay,
Not too long. I'm still like working out like
That's
what
okay.
else to add in it, but I learned what to put today.
all right, good. All right, so you're new. I could tell your page is just sort of underway, right? You're just starting it, so you'll get there. Good. All right,
Yeah.
and your experience. Okay. All right, awesome. Let's go to the interview. All right, Kev, so tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a network administrator in the Marine Corps that's transitioning into a more advanced network engineering role. Over the past few years, I was responsible for like managing and troubleshooting enterprise networks. I got some hands-on work with working with the fiber and the network hardware. And I'm actively growing into a service provider networking position, also working with like automation. I'm ready to take on hard problems, learn fast, and become someone your team can rely on when it matters.
Good. Why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I bring mission-driven networking experience, solid hands-on skills, and the right mindset for this position. So the Marine Corps is where I found networking and learned how critical, reliable comms are to real missions. Since then, I've learned to deploy and troubleshoot routers, switches, firewalls, etc. I'm actively growing into that service provider networking, like I mentioned, and I'm used to the on-call, high-stress situations and those tight timelines. I'll come in ready to contribute while ramping quickly on the scale and tools you use here.
Good. Tell us about an obstacle you faced in your career.
Yeah, so during my last network deployment, we had 3 different network connections, and usually our main one would go down. And each time it went down, we'd have to wait for someone to complain about it before we actually ended up fixing it. And then at that point, we'd have to manually input some configurations to the router. So I wanted to find a way to automate it. So after my partner and I did some research, some trial and error, we eventually figured out how to automate it. So essentially now, each time the main connection would go down, the next one would come back up automatically. There'd be no complaint. Everything would be seamless. And then even when the main connection came back up on its own, then it would switch back and everything
Good.
worked really efficiently.
Good. And last question, what anything you want to leave us with before we break?
Yeah, so thanks again for your time. I'm really excited about this role and to be able to bring my Marine Corps networking background into the mission like this. I'm ready to learn fast, take ownership, and be someone your team can rely on.
Good job, Kev. All right, I think we are done unless there's anyone else in here who didn't go yet. All right, let's all get our polls in for everybody. We just have to wait for the other rooms to finish. What room is in here? The Bravo room is done or no?
I think Echo just joined.
Echo's here. Good. You guys
Probably
all done?
Foxtrot. I don't know. I don't know what room I was.
Foxtrot just finished.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna just take a few minutes for Jethro's gonna start tallying up our winners, then we're gonna have a showdown for the top 6.
Hey, Kevin, by the way, I just wanted to give you some quick feedback. So calm and collected, man. Every answer that you gave, every response you gave, was just like super calm and collected. I was like, I just get this feeling just by the way you presented that you work really well under pressure. And so
Thank you, Chris.
that's kind of what came across to me.
Yeah, I made sure to like write it all out before I was like ready to speak to.
I was watching a video of a guy. Oh, it was so funny. He was in a Zoom interview and he had like an AI bot or something listening in to to the questions from the interviewer. And then he would, read the answer from from AI. Thought it was so hilarious.
That is actually really funny.
It was like, wow, you nailed that one. It's just a matter of time before nobody is going to be able to tell, like, wait, is this a person or who am I talking to here?
I mean, they've got AI that will monitor these calls because I know a guy that he was reading, like giving answers, wasn't using anything, but like they're using cameras to like track his eyes and stuff in an interview, and they're like,
Ah,
"Oh, we think you're reading something," and he wasn't. Like he was just thinking.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
so they do have ways to try to mitigate that.
yeah,
To
yeah.
like,
They say
hey, how
like
are your
jump up
eyes
and
moving? Are
down or
you reading
something.
something, or are you
Yeah,
actually answering naturally?
yeah.
Yeah, we gave this advice in our room, but if you have glasses on and you are reading a script, make sure that you practice that before you get the camera set up before you go into the interview. And if you can see your reflection and see a teleprompter app in front of you on that
Oh
screen,
yeah,
something A. So make sure that you do something to avoid them seeing a glare, a reflection on your glasses,
yeah. That's a good point.
because that'll be a telltale sign that you're not speaking from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't definitely follow along with your finger while you're talking. You know, that's
Like, oh,
That's why if you just wing it, you're good to go.
yeah.
or
Hey,
use a word you can't pronounce.
yeah, you put it through ChatGPT and said, use big words.
I live in a neighborhood with where it's all professors, right? Because there are 5 colleges in my town, and so many of them now are making for like exams and stuff. They're making them use like pencils and those old blue books. Ernie will remember those things. So you can't bring a computer anymore to classrooms, and
There's too
Home
many
run.
apps. There's too many
yeah,
apps out there.
Yeah, your actual essays have to be handwritten.
handwritten like with the number 2 pencil. Nightmares that number 2. All right, I think so. We got Echo and Foxtrot here.
Delta's also here.
Who is?
Delta.
Delta's here, so we're just waiting on the Bravo and Charlie, right?
Yep.
All right, hopefully they'll be done soon. Jethro, did you get don't announce them yet, but did you get the winners from the 3 or 4 that are here?
I'm still telling him.
Okay.
I'll shoot you a message.
Sound good. Sounds good.
I do want a quick plug, real quick. Monday morning, again, as a reminder, the attendance process will go live Monday morning. So, and we'll put it out in Discord as well for that communication.
You should set it up, Matt, like an elementary school, you know, where we have like the bells ring, have like a tardy bell so that we know like, oh man, I'm tardy. And then like
If there was a
start sending
way, yeah, if there was a way I could do that, that'd be pretty incredible.
Tardy Bill.
Yeah, make people start bringing doctor's notes in, like have automated phone calls that call them. We noticed that your student was
Oh yeah.
absent today.
But does that automated phone call go back to their commanding officer? We noticed that your service member was tardy for today's session.
The commander be acting like a parent, like, are you skipping school?
Tell you what, I don't know. That'd be pretty terrible. I
That
would
was a
not want.
horrible job. I can so picture I forget what they called that guy who was in charge of tracking everyone's attendance at school and chasing people down in the hallways. Where are you going? It's like the guy from
The hall monitor.
the hall. It was like the guy from,
Hall
the
monitor.
Breakfast Club movie. I forget the character's name, but that principal or that guy in the Breakfast Club is that guy.
Or they had truants officers or something like
Truly,
that.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's worse now because like they lock the doors and all that stuff. They've got magnetic
Can't
locks
see.
and all that kind of craziness.
Yeah, we used to all that stuff. Good stuff. Anybody traveling this weekend?
Yeah. Yep.
You're going where? Louisiana, right?
Yeah, we're heading down Saturday for Louisiana.
How long of a drive is that?
It's about 10 hours.
Oh, and you drive the whole thing straight, right?
Oh, of course.
Do you let your wife drive or no?
No,
Just you.
I drive. Wherever we go, I drive.
My wife and I did a 10-hour drive. It was fucking brutal. We would take turns though. So when it was my turn to drive, right as soon as she fell asleep, I'd set the clock forward 2 hours. Then I'd wake her up 5 minutes later and say, "You're up."
Yeah, if we're doing like when we drove out to Colorado and stuff like that, that's a 24-hour drive. So like we'll swap back and forth. But if it's just a day drive, I'll drive. I drive everywhere. I love driving though. She hates driving.
I hate it. I want those driverless cars in my lifetime.
They already are. You just
I know. I did a Waymo. Anyone been in a Waymo? I did one in Phoenix, man. That was wild.
I think that's kind of where their hub is, isn't it, in Phoenix?
Yeah.
That's where they're doing, all the testing.
In
Phoenix, and I think a little bit in Vegas, right?
I know the Tesla driverless ones are in Vegas a lot with their tunnel, because they have the tunnel system in Vegas.
Oh, right. It is super cool if you haven't done one yet.
Uber works well.
Yeah, I love Uber, man.
What, Chris, what did you say about you're gonna just play Minecraft? Is that what you're doing next week?
I'm traveling in my Minecraft world, visiting different biomes.
Oh.
I'll probably keep it to like a 10,000 block radius though, so nothing too crazy.
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
I do have an elytra now, so I can travel so much faster with fireworks as well.
I'm also confused, and I have played Minecraft.
Okay. All right. Let's
Put it in Chat GTP, and he's just reading it.
I don't know if I was traveling with fireworks, it'd only be bits of me and not going very far.
Yeah, it's true.
For those of you that have kids, Minecraft is one of those games that I started playing with my kids that now my kids don't play anymore, that now I'm addicted to. Thank you, kids.
That's because you're not a quitter.
Is the other one like roadblocks or something like that?
Roblox.
Power. What's the new game that they're all crazy about? It's like Minecraft.
Yeah, Roblox is what you're thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that
have,
one.
like all the kids want to play Roblox.
Chris.
I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about those Fortnites or whatever.
Oh,
I mean,
Fortnite. Yeah.
Roblox is definitely like the pedo game. Like
It is.
you
It's
can't be an
actually-
adult playing Roblox.
it's actually come under a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah.
Here.
There's a class action on it right now, actually.
Yep.
Nice.
Because
They're
they
going
refuse to
somewhere.
close. They refuse to kick people off that have been reported for going after kids.
Really? That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Give
I
the
might look
Skull
into that.
Games a tip.
Well, that got pretty serious really quick. So yeah, Fortnite.
Yeah, that's your fault. It's your fault. You did it. You did it, Chris. What are you talking about?
That is true.
Way to kill the conversation all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations!
I'm
Chris.
bringing
Have
it
you
back.
Got the official word yet?
Yeah. So I got the email this morning. I did get my cert somehow. It worked out. I was telling the other Chris last night because I got BT, AT, and T. I was like, do I got to retest? Did I like fuck up? But no, I made it. So
Nice.
What cert?
PMP.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice, congrats.
Thank you.
In fact, that's all you need to put on your resume. Just put it big, bold, block letters right on the
Big
first page.
PMP.
PMP. There you go. Just submit.
You did that with Josh, right? Atkinson or no?
Josh.
Who PMP?
PM Pro Learn.
PM.
Oh, I did it with I did mine with PMI. I just paid out of pocket
Oh,
for it. Yeah, I studied. I bought the book, and crazy enough, because I retained stuff really well. So I just read it part of the way. I didn't finish reading it. Watched 2 YouTube videos and took 2 pre-tests, and then I took the exam and I made it somehow. So,
Wow.
crazy enough.
Oh, did you read it halfway through because they kept putting you to sleep?
Yeah, it kind of, well, it's really just because it's hard to read because I'm always doing stuff. So it's like I'm in the meeting and I can't read when people are talking to me because it gets like really confusing. Um, so then I'm like driving to go pick my kid up. Then my kids are wanting to talk to me. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'll read when I can. So like in the morning, I'm like reading. I'm like, oh, this is nice. But here's the sad part. So everybody who's taking it next year, PMBOK 8 is now out. And they're changing the exam, I think, as of January.
I think
No, it's
July.
July. It is next year though, for sure. So it's going to
Yeah,
be
they just
AI
came out.
implemented. Yeah.
Last week they announced July.
I
So
think we've
take
got
it before
everybody
July.
back, Jordy. I think. Are all the rooms closed? I think
We're
everybody's
back to
back.
about 50 people, so probably.
Yeah. 50 people.
I didn't
Hey,
say
Chris,
it
the
was
breakout room
50
tab went
people.
away.
It was just, why did the breakout rooms say that people are still?
Because that's where they were. They're not
Oh,
open anymore. The breakout rooms aren't open anymore. So
oh, we just close them all? Can you close them all? In case somebody's.
they're already closed.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so we're just waiting on Jethro. All right. So we're gonna, while we're waiting, right after we do the finals, we're gonna do the wins of the week. All right, so I need 10 people to volunteer to go, or I'm gonna call on you. But it can be anything, big or small. Preferably people who haven't had a chance to share a win. You guys get preference, so actually put your hand up now if you're willing, if you have a win of the week to share, and so I can write them down and just see if we can call anyone. So Travis, thanks.
I think we should do 11, Jordy, add in a Batman. So he
Okay,
can
Batman gets to go.
Yeah.
Taylor D. Kevin, all right, our rookie. Kevin Quatch, David.
We know Chris has one because he can't stop bragging about it.
Mohammed. Come on, Tim B.
I called him out on
It's
it.
already shared, Tyler. Yeah, it's already out there. So
We're done. It's in the past now. We got to move on.
Yeah, we already announced that one last week, right, Chris, or no? Or have we?
Which one, the PMP cert or?
Oh no, that all right. Yeah, you just announced that. That's fine. All right.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
All right, who I need 5 more people. Eileen, thank you.
We got Batman, right?
Is Batman gonna go? He can be a
Look, I mean, if we need to.
You're gonna have to fight what's his name? Bruce Thompson. He calls himself Batman. Gonna have to have a showdown.
And I don't know. Well, Jordy, you're older too, so I didn't say old. I said older.
Older.
So,
thank you.
Older.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
older
No.
like me.
You said geriatric. We remember.
No. So Highlanders. I know you probably remember Highlander, and so there can only be one.
There can be only one.
Remember, like, I think Ernie's the only one here with in my semi world. Ernie's like 10 years younger than me, but I used to watch Batman every day after school. It'd be that old I forget the actor's name. Ernie, you remember his name?
Adam West.
Adam West. Oh my God. We'd run home to watch. Oh, so good. But you try to watch it now, it's like unwatchable. Like, holy moly, is this what we were?
Yeah, Highlander was great. I love that. That was the best soundtrack for a movie ever.
All right, 5 more. Who didn't get to share a win? It could be anything small, anything big, anything that doesn't have to be even work related. Something in your personal life you want to share. Xavier, thank you, buddy. And Lauren B.
I can share as well. Win.
All right, that'll go. And let me just get one more. Gary G, thanks, bud. All right. Awesome.
Jethro fell asleep.
Yeah, Jethro's. Oh,
Send you a message.
All right, we got him. All right, there. Here we are. Oh man. All right. All right. So I don't have the rooms associated, but I'll just read the 6 names. So Carly Gomez, our first finalist. Jeffrey Cavallero, Lauren Berger, Rachel Markham, and Timothy Bonner, and Batman.
Hey, winging it worked.
It worked. All right, great job, everybody did so amazing, man. I truly appreciate you guys doing that. I was so impressed as I was watching. We'll talk more about that later, but why don't we get going so you guys can start your weekend. So, of those 6, does anyone want to go first, or you guys want to go in alphabetical order? All right, we'll go in alphabetical. I think we're just going to do the interview part. We're not going to do the LinkedIn. All right, because we already did that. Okay, but I'm going to add a little twist to this one. All right, each of you guys is going to get a bonus question from me. All right, and it is a bonus question meant to sort of throw you off a little bit. All right, so we want to see how you react.
I think we should do 4 bonus questions, all new.
All new ones.
I've got some already prepped if you want to do that.
10. Are
Jordy,
you even presenting? What are you doing, bro? What's
I
happening?
am. I'll go first. I'll be the sacrificial lamb.
You want to go first? All right, hold on one sec. Let me just.
Yeah, it's like the AI like voice response.
I'm just saying, if we're
already.
gonna do 4 new questions, I threw that idea out there, I'll take that bullet.
All right.
Jordy,
Oh,
what
wait,
if we just did where I ask one new question, you ask one new question, Matt asks one new question,
and Ernie.
That's fine. I mean, I want these guys to get at least one of them. Maybe we'll do the tell me about yourself. Everyone will do that. So, because that's a guaranteed question. So tell me about yourself. Are you guys cool with that? That you'll get a question from me, Matt, and Tyler. Okay.
And
then
Ernie,
tell me
right?
about yourself. All right. Awesome. All right. Timothy, did you
I've
want-
got one at the end I could drop in that's in almost all interviews.
Oh, okay. Send it to put it in the chat and send it to me, Tyler, or Matt, or whatever, and we'll weave it in. All right, Timothy, did you want to go first? Or you guys want to,
Sure,
we'll just
I
go.
can go first.
You want to go? Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We'll go in alphabetical after Timothy, but he's agreed to take us out. All right, cool. So Timothy, tell us about yourself.
Hi, how's it going? Thank you for having me come on over. I spent my career in the Air Force as a combat controller and special operations. With that, I've led diverse teams with resource-constrained environments. I've faced many challenges, have many certifications, many lessons learned from all the setbacks that I've experienced over my career. I'd be a great fit for your team.
Good. All right, Tyler, you want to go?
Yeah, absolutely. What's the most challenging technical problem you solved throughout your career?
That's a good question. The most challenging technical problem that I had to solve throughout my career, I'm going to give you one of the second ones because the first one I don't think I can talk about right now. But there was a situation that the CENTCOM commander gave us, a very unique problem that had to be solved through kinetic options without having any civilians or people harmed in that process. So that was a very challenging solution to try to figure out the weaponeering to make sure that we could get results, but also guarantee that strategic impacts of national security weren't impacted.
Okay, good. Matt.
Yeah. Appreciate those responses, Tim. Can you describe an instance where ethical decision making was critical and how you navigated it?
So that relates very closely to a lot of things that I've done. A lot of the things that I did was close air support, bringing air power to ground operations, where having those ethical decisions of humanity, the proportionality, and what we were doing was very important to every part of my job to make sure that we were legal and ethical in all the decisions that we made.
Good job. And last question from me. Listen, Tim, we need to hire a superstar here. And just to be honest, I am just not feeling it.
All right, Jordy, I appreciate that. I would like to get some more feedback of why we don't align from the job description. I think that there's a lot there, and I think I'm your guy, but if I'm not, I hope that you find the right guy. And I'd like to just know more of why I'm not the right fit so I can help you find the right candidate.
Good. Awesome. Way to go, Timothy. Good job, buddy. Give him a hand.
All right, good job.
Outstanding.
That
Thank
pressure,
you for,
Timothy.
Thank you for going first. I appreciate it. That was great. All right, Carly, you ready?
Now everybody knows the secret questions.
He's fell on the sword.
Or are they going to
Yeah,
be all
Jordy.
new again?
Yeah, that one at the end with Jordy. Ooh, man.
That made me nervous.
I can see the red mark where the slap landed.
If I get that, I'm gonna hit that SpongeBob meme and be like, all right, I'm gonna head out.
All right, where is Carly? Just speak for a sec so I can pin
I'm
you.
here. I'm as ready as I can be.
All right. Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. All right, let me pin it. All right, Carly, tell everyone about yourself.
Hi, thank you for having me. I've spent 11 years in the Air Force, keeping aircraft safely flying, including 3 as an instructor. That taught me precision, patience, and performing under pressure, skills that translate directly to dental hygiene. I thrive when focus and attention to detail matter, and I'm excited to bring that same discipline and care to patients in your practice.
Great.
You're hired.
Tyler.
Let's see.
Changing it up.
Tell me about a product that you were either responsible for delivering or engineering or whatever, something that you developed.
That I developed. Oh, okay, of course. So obviously I have probably developed a ton of different processes and improvements in order to make my previous employer very happy. One of them was when it came to delivering assets, as well as whether it be actual mechanic assets or even just personnel. I came up with a system that cut down 45% that was not being utilized, and I was able to get that across and delivered on time.
Good. Matt.
Yeah, appreciate those responses, Carly. And, in this environment that we work in, there's a lot of things going on at one time, multiple different avenues of success that need to come together at one time. Can you tell me how you've prioritized tasks when managing multiple responsibilities?
Yeah, the first thing is just clear communication. I just need to figure out, and I get with the whoever's in charge of whatever company, and I need to know what actually is their priority. And then once they let me know what that is, then I'm able to prioritize and the tasks and go from there.
All right, and last question, Carly, tell us about the biggest mistake you made that was entirely your fault.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so the biggest mistake. That would have to be my approach in the beginning when I was an instructor. You have to really learn to change and adapt and be able to teach multiple different types of learning types. And again, one way is not always the most accurate way. And so I had to quickly learn how to pivot and then be able to teach the same amount of instruction at the same amount of level to all different types of learners.
Good job, Carly. Give her a hand. That was awesome. Way to go. All right. Next up is Mr. Cavallero. Jeffrey, where are you?
I'm here, ready when you are.
Out of Germany, staying up late. What time is it there?
6:30 p.m.
Oh, okay. All right, not bad. All right, Jeff, tell everyone about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm Jeff. I'm closing out a 23-year career, which has been built on integrity, service before self, and excellence in pretty much everything that I've done. Most recently, I've served as the manager of protection operations and strategic planning, where I've led efforts protecting 125 aircraft during Operation Midnight Hammer. Took those lessons learned and developed actionable plans for NATO, and then synchronize protection readiness across platforms, those such as JRAMP, Blade, and now the Maven system.
Good. Tyler.
Hey, Jeff, what's something that you're really bad at that you're working to improve?
That was my question.
Ooh. I would say my networking and connections on LinkedIn, and then tact and delivery. Those are all aspects I need to hone in and get better on.
Thank you.
Matt.
All right, I had to switch gears real quick because that was a similar question I was going to ask Jeff here. But Jeff, I appreciate you coming here. Give an example of innovating or improvising under a time constraint in your past roles to meet a deadline.
Yeah, in this dynamic environment, I've been faced with a lot of really constrained timelines. Specifically, at any given moment, I can be in normal operation status and then snap your fingers, and now we're in contingency and forced with getting war reserve materials to forward locations across the European theater. All the while, these plans require precision because those plans are getting presented to generals for action.
I appreciate it.
Jeff, you seem really nervous. Should we be concerned about this?
Is that my question?
That's your question.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely not. Sorry, Jordy, that question threw me off. No, absolutely not. I'm not nervous. No.
Yep.
That's a tough one.
Get ready. Yeah.
Yeah. That one threw me off guard.
That's okay, buddy. Give Jeff a hand. That was great, buddy. Good job. All right.
I'm not nervous. Don't confuse my nervousness with excitement to come work for this amazing company.
Yeah, that one stumped me. I'm not gonna lie. That one got.
That's the point.
Deer in the headlights look.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Lauren. You ready?
Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
All right, Lauren, tell everyone about yourself.
Okay, so I'm currently in the Air Force. I'm moving over to the reserve side. So I'm trying to continue my family tradition alongside my brothers who are also active duty. One's Army and Air Force. My expertise is in logistics and transportation. And I like to solve high stakes challenges with adaptability and team focus leadership wise. And I'm also very passionate about the arts, which inspires me to get creative in my work. And I value growth and teamwork, and I'm ready to bring energy and fresh ideas to new opportunities.
Good. Tyler.
What's a question that you haven't been asked today that we probably should have asked?
That is a very good question. I feel like a question that you probably could have asked, what would be my strengths and weaknesses that could possibly hinder me in the position that I'm applying for.
Good. Matt.
Yeah, appreciate those responses, Lauren. Can you describe how you've handled failure or setbacks in a previous mission or task that you've worked on, and what you learned from it?
So how I handled those setbacks was to look at what went wrong and write down what actually went wrong and what should have gone right, and find a way within those parameters of what I could have done better, or was there a process I didn't follow, and ask those questions and find a new path or an action report essentially to go forward to make the process better based on what I had done wrong to make it better the next time.
Lauren, if I asked your commanding officer what he or she did not like about you, what would they say?
I will be very blunt. My commanding officer would tell you that I'm a very straightforward person. And when I see a problem at offices, I'm very straightforward about it. But I also come up with a solution to those problems. So that way they are nipped in the butt.
Good job, Lauren. Give her a hand. Outstanding. Is that a real Christmas tree or fake?
It's a fake one.
Fake one. All right, I think I asked you that the other day. Good job. All right, let's see who's next. Rachel, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, wait. If Jethro Pena, there we go. All right, Rachel, tell everyone about yourself.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for seeing me today. I really appreciate it. So I am ending up a 20-year career in the Air Force right now. I spent the first 10 years doing government contracting, along with commodities and services, and a little bit of construction. And then I spent the next couple years after that as a certified program manager, and I spent a little bit of time as a missileer in Minot, North Dakota. I have an awesome family, a husband and two kiddos. And really, I'm just kind of looking for my next challenge and to apply my leadership skills. And I think that your company checks the boxes, and I think it can be a really great fit.
Tyler.
Yeah, thanks, Rachel. Based on that, what will make you decide to accept an offer if we are to extend one today?
Really, I think the biggest part is how we work together. The people you have on the team. I think so far it's been a really great meet, and I've really been impressed with everyone. I think we could work well together. I think the next is just maybe some flexibility and allowing the time to let me kind of get into the role and learn the wickets before any big change happens. But I think that's kind of the biggest part, is just the people and the environment.
Matt.
All right. Rachel, appreciate you being here. How do you handle conflict with colleagues or superiors? And can you provide a specific instance when that's happened?
Let me think. Of 20 years being in the military, there's been some conflict. For my biggest piece, I think working in an office environment kind of has its challenges. There was one time where a lot of the military, we got moved from a large cubicle area into a super tiny room, and there was 7 of us squished together. So if you've ever worked in a small environment with 7 very different personalities, all trying to get their work done and really just kind of coming together as their own, it can be a little complicated. But I think the biggest thing is just, we're all adults, so we need to act like it. And especially in that situation, we're all non-commissioned officers. So really just kind of sitting down and explaining and being like, hey, this is on the table. This is an issue. This is a problem. How can we solve this? How can we really get to yes to kind of figure this out? What's the best for not only just me and you, but everyone else we have to share a space with?
I appreciate that.
Rachel, why have you achieved less in your 20-year career than someone with your experience should have?
Well, I don't actually think I've achieved less in my 20-year career. I've had a great career. I've had some really great opportunities, and I've met some fantastic people. I have 4 degrees. I've learned a lot of stuff that I never thought I would. Being a girl from a small town in Alabama, I got to see the world. I met a great husband. I've got fantastic kids. I've learned things, and I'm happy with where my life is. So I don't really think I can compare that to anybody else.
Good job. All right, give Rachel a hand. Good way to go. That was awesome. And our last one.
He didn't mean that, Rachel.
Batman.
I know it threw me for a loop there, though.
Where's Batman?
Here, Jordy. Here, Jordy. Let's get this started.
All right. This is my second time getting to sit through this one. Tell us about yourself, Batman.
Whoa, first of all, what that's not how you introduce somebody like me, Jordy. We're gonna have to try this again. But yeah. Like I mentioned previously, I just I believe in keeping the streets safe, and putting my money where my mouth is. And I think that I've done that. So where's the questions, Jordy?
All right, Tyler, go ahead.
I sense a lot of confidence, Chris, and what I'd really like to know is, where does that confidence derived from? Like, what have you accomplished that really, can back that up?
Do you know who I am? First of all, let me just answer this question. I'm very rich, Tyler. I don't know if you know this, but I don't need this job. Gotham needs me. So I don't do this for the money. I do it for the children and for justice.
Matt.
Yeah, so Chris, here's the thing. My concern is if we bring you onto this role on this board, you're just not going to be present because you're going to be so focused on your other tasks at night and you may not show up on time. So how can you provide us a response and with confidence that we know that you're going to be here for us and what we need you here to do?
Yeah, appreciate that. One second. Yeah, come here for a second. Sorry, I'm just getting my butler here. Alfred, he's gonna find where you live, and I'm gonna answer that question personally,
Gotcha.
at your house. But no, Batman is always there when he is called. What other person do you know that responds to simply just a light in the sky? You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. It doesn't matter where you are. I'm there.
Appreciate that.
I've got a question. How do I know you're not just going to burn through our R&D budget like you did at your last company?
Were you not listening when I answered Tyler's question? I'm rich. I don't need your money. I'm gonna fund the operation myself. I mean, the Bat Cave. Do you know how much money I've spent in research and development with all of the gadgets that I already have? I'm not seeking anything. I just need to not go to jail when I deliver justice. That is all I need the city to guarantee.
Are the rumors true with you and Catwoman?
I plead the fifth, Joy.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Good job for bringing some levity. I love it. All right. So Jethro, I know we changed it around a bit, but can we have them all vote if they open the poll and just pick the top question?
Yeah.
Okay. So just open the poll again. If you haven't, just do the first question. That's all for now. I mean, that's all we need. Just wait, explain it, Jethro. How are we going to do that?
They can answer the interview part. I'm removing the LinkedIn question.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's fixing it. All right, good. All right, so go in and vote. We'll pick our winner. Those are awesome. You guys did so well. That was great. Really great. All right, why don't we
If Batman wins though, Jordy, if Batman wins, I'm gonna assume that he paid everybody off. So
That's strike two. That's strike
while
two.
Jethro's tallying up, why don't we get going with the wins of the week? All right. So Travis, do you mind going first?
Sure. I got a few things. First, I have my first C&P exam tomorrow, and a bunch of them scheduled for December. I also have a interview with Lockheed Martin next week, Tuesday.
Wow.
For a position out here. So gonna be practicing all weekend for that.
That's terrific.
And
do you
then
live?
I'm over in South Korea.
Oh, okay.
just as a reminder for your C&P exam, remember, it's not how you feel that day, it's on how you feel on your worst day.
Yeah.
Do not go in there and start doing cartwheels down the hallway of the medical facility or where you're going. That is not going to help. That is not going to benefit you. for
Where
your
pain
CV.
starts too, like if they're doing a movement, like, hey,
Oh,
it
yeah.
starts to hurt here.
Yeah. Do not go past pain points. Even if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
feel pain today, but where you typically feel it.
Yeah.
What was you had a third, right?
And then lastly, my mom is actually coming out to visit us for the week as well.
Wow, that's awesome.
First time,
Congrats, man.
it'll be her first time out here in Korea.
That is great. Congrats on all those things and the job offer and the job interview and getting to see your mom. That's great. Are you planning on living out there?
Yes. So my spouse is a DoD civilian contractor,
Nice.
connected with the base. So
Okay.
the roles have reversed.
What's the picture behind you?
Oh, that's from back home on Maui. It's McKenna Beach.
Nice. Looks beautiful. Good job, man. Congrats on all that. Thank you for going first. All right, Taylor D.
Hi, good afternoon. 2 wins, so I got a puppy.
What kind?
I got a Frenchie. His name's Jelly Roll because he have rolls.
Jelly roll. I love that.
And second is I actually got a job offer for H2. So I've been emailing with Rico. So he said just waiting for that job offer. He said it should be next couple days.
That's awesome. Congrats. Way to go.
What's H2?
They actually
by-
came in, yeah, so they came in last time, but they're a defense contracting. So this one's for an Intel analyst role out in Shaw Air Force Base.
Do they go by H2 or H something else? HII?
I've
or
actually have never heard them say their own name, so I
Oh.
have no idea myself. I go both, so I say HII and I say H2.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
just
I've
say
heard of
hi.
HII, so got it.
Yeah.
Tell everyone what you're going to be doing there.
Yeah, so it's for an Intel analyst role. So I asked them what their mission was, and they said that it depends. So just recently they did presidential movement, and then the movement of Gaza. So
Do you have to move or?
nope, it's about 45 minutes from my house now.
Nice.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Kevin Q.
I'm here. So I am in like the early processes of like the interview process with SpaceX. I had a call with them earlier this week, so I have a follow-up one on Tuesday. So hopefully that goes well. I didn't feel very like qualified at all, but I just put my resume and I put out their stuff. So hoping that I can, build up my speaking skills and kind of make my way through it.
Oh, you'll do great, buddy. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's terrific, man. You excited for it?
Oh yeah, super. It seems
All right.
pretty cool.
All right. Where do you live?
So I live in California, like closer to in Orange County. It's a bit of a drive because they're from LA, but it's not too bad. It's about an hour drive.
With traffic or without? I know traffic's
With traffic, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
I
good.
was gonna say that hour turned into 2.5 real quick in LA area.
Yeah.
What say what is it? I think Atlanta's the worst traffic city in the country. I think I read somewhere.
Atlanta's trash. Like
Yeah.
that's terrible.
All right. Thank you, Kev. All right. Are you
got a
guys looking
poll.
at the poll thing on the screen or is that just me?
No,
It popped up everywhere, I think.
All right. So it looks like our winner is Rachel. That is so awesome. Where is she? Say hi for a sec. Where's Rachel?
Hi. Thank
Wait,
you
hold on.
all. I
Wait, hold
appreciate
on.
it.
Wait. I gotta find you. Somebody pin her for me. I can't even see her.
Raise
There
your
she is.
hand.
All right. You got to give your Academy Awards.
Your
Like, who do you
acceptance
want to
speech.
thank? Anyone you want to thank? Any?
Yeah, I really want to give a shout out to my husband who tried to come in midway and he kind of looked at me and I was like, "Ding, ding, ding." But yeah, no, thank you guys a lot. I appreciate it. I've been trying to do this transition thing and, figure out my VA stuff all at the same time. So it seemed a little bit overwhelming, but I'm glad to have this opportunity to just do this and practice. So I really appreciate it.
You are terrific. I mean, it was evident, I think, to all of us. You speak extremely well on your feet. I hope you go into some forward-facing role because that is a skill set that's very few of us have to be that comfortable and that confident. So good job, man. That was outstanding.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jethro, for putting that together. Kevin just went. David.
All right.
Mohammed, where
I'm
are
assuming,
you?
yeah. All right.
right.
So, I had 2 wins this week, and the first would be a second round interview as a technical project manager for network infrastructure with TECO, which is the electric company here in Tampa. And the second is the graduation yesterday for ONU, which is Operation New Uniform. in particular within that is to learn the Sandler sales system. So if you want to learn how to present yourself better and interact with people better, that's a good way to do it.
Good job. That is awesome. I just want to give a shout out for David here. He graduated out of our academy a little while ago, but he just always checks in. He comes in when he has free time, and he just is, I feel, doing everything right. And unfortunately, sometimes it just takes longer to land that job than any of us hope it does, and it's no fault of anyone's. It's just the stars don't align. But I have no doubt this guy's going to go far with his career. I'm just so impressed with him, and appreciate truly that you do come back and you look at this as a community that's helping you with this transition. So thank you and congrats on that, David.
I was literally gonna say something too. Like, David's a veteran, has been a veteran for a long time, and he's got a better attendance record than half of us. I always appreciate the insights that he brings, because like, this is a guy that you guys can lean on, that's got a little, quite a bit of experience in the space. So thank you, David.
No, it means a lot to me to see his face around. So
Thank you, guys.
You got it, buddy. Timothy B.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My win is just applying to some more jobs and doing the referral way. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Good job. Way to go. All right, Eileen.
Hi. So I just wanted to say that your advice about asking for a contingency offer, I didn't get anything like in a contract specifically, but I did get an email back from the recruiter the very next day. He again praised my interview skills, said they wanted to hire me. They're just waiting for the clearance, and they did narrow down significantly the salary range, which I was actually really happy with. So
That
I'm
is
just waiting on the
awesome.
paperwork.
Good job. Way to go. So wait, tell everyone what you tell everyone just briefly who didn't hear it last time. So you interviewed and then they
So I was contacted by a recruiter. I interviewed. It worked out really great. They said they wanted me, and to wait for an email. 2 weeks later, I still hadn't heard anything. So I came on here to Seven Eagle and I asked, what do I do? They said I did great, but I haven't heard anything. What do you guys think I should do? And the advice was to ask about a contingency offer. So I sent the email, asked about a contingency offer, and yeah, they're definitely interested. The salary range is really nice, so I'm just waiting on the paperwork.
on the next step. That is great. And I'll help you if you want to do a nice thank you. Show of gratitude for them just to really solidify that you're their choice. So that is awesome. I love to hear those stories. So way to go. Xavier.
No, just a couple of small wins. Went to a hiring event over in Destin. I'm over in Florida. Made a lot of great connections. Kind of lead towards future opportunities. And again, that LinkedIn talk makes the big difference. And then the week after Thanksgiving, me and my wife are heading down to Jacksonville, which is about 4 hours away, for an O2O networking event.
Oh, good.
And my wife is in one of the programs for PMP certification. So
that's terrific. Good job. That's the Syracuse program, the O2O.
Hey,
Yes.
Xavier.
Yeah, they
do a post about that. Like, I'm in Tampa, so about 4 hours away from Jacksonville too.
Right.
Might be if it lines up.
No, too easy.
Good job, Xavier. That's awesome. Way to go. All right. Lauren B.
So I got my so it's a small win, but it's a big win for me. I got my VA BDD claim in, and within like 2 days, I got the process pretty much done. It got sent off, and I've already started getting my appointments done and scheduled, and yeah, so we'll see how broken I am at the end of all of this.
That's great, man. I'm sure that's a huge weight off of your shoulders to get that underway. Good job. Way to go, Laura. Gary Gould.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, team? So so we had a big win this week. I kind of had the same I got my first VSO meeting today or yesterday and knocked it out. Actually it was Wednesday, so Wednesday morning. Very much of a big success. That's a huge weight lift. We were thinking about trying to do all this while we were in Korea and coming home and doing this and now having a different obstacle. It's just been challenging, brother. Uh Every one of us knows this game when you go to the VA. I did, kind of engage a little bit with my VSO. He's a county El Paso VSO guy, and he asked me if, there's totally kind of let me know there's a couple jobs going to be popping up pretty soon. Just off a basis small connection. Sherry and I went in, and when we were talking with him, he kind of was really quick. Went really quick, right about an hour. He gave me some time, and of course, I've got the gift of gab, so I know how to, we both got he had the gift of gab as well, which is dangerous when you put us in the same room together. But it was it was good camaraderie. And I know he was looking out for me. I am very, very grateful. When I got out of the Army the first time, I didn't know anything about a VSO. I didn't even know anything about disability. And so coming out this time, I think that was a giant lift of pressure to try to plan and get everything up because that first document you submit through the BDE process is like the money. And then obviously I've got some future follow-up appointments that we're going through. And then obviously we're looking forward to being home this time for Thanksgiving. Haven't
Yep.
seen that in a while. I told my son on Halloween, we haven't seen each other for 8 years. And
You and
so
your
it's been a
son? Oh
very
my
long
gosh.
time,
Wow.
and been moving. So small wins are good wins.
Yep.
I
Those
think
are big ones, man.
those
Good
are big
job.
ones, brother. Family
Good
wins are
job.
good wins. And
Yep.
obviously the pressure you guys put on me as a Seventh Eagle group to get some of my stuff together for today was a nice little added good little what we call that back in the day is at time of execution. And so I appreciate Tyler. I
You
appreciate
got it, man.
and I
You-
appreciate you too, man, kind of getting focused on knocking these little details out
Yep.
that matter. And they matter to y'all. If they matter to y'all, then they're going to matter to me.
Yep.
And I'm trying to keep up with the speed and I'm doing okay.
You're
So
doing
I
great,
appreciate
man.
today.
What's
And
that ring? What's that championship ring on your finger?
that is my United States Army ring. That is a big red one, baby. That is my big red one chain. That is I'm a 42 Alpha. I'm an HR. So funny thing about infantry, I've been in the infantry and the CAV my entire career at special operations. Majority of my early career, I got up to the senior level at the director at the 3-star and 4-star at the Pentagon, and the commander level through the POTUS towards the end of my career. My wife and I have had I had a difficult time in 08 and 9 and 10 deploying to Iraq. And I carry the 1st Infantry Division tattoo patch on my shoulder and been honored to be knighted in the cavalry as an adjutant. That's a big deal for the
Yeah.
cavalry. And big red one.
Good job, man. Congrats
Yeah,
on
yeah.
all that stuff. All right, and last one, Mr. Olson.
Oh yeah, appreciate that. So I got two wins. First of all, I've done a lot of research and stuff like that. It's been a lot of time coming for me. But I started and launched my own nonprofit here very recently and started posting videos and stuff like that, and so on social media to get engagement on that side for the nonprofit. So that's right now I'm pending IRS nonprofit status, which is huge. I'm excited about that. Hopefully, the shutdown didn't, delay that too much. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stop there. That's probably my biggest win.
That's great, man. Congrats. You want to tell everyone about the
Yeah. I'm a man of God, like believe Jesus Christ saved me from a lot of my sins and stuff like that, and I had a calling on my life to start leading our youth. So I'm a youth leader as well in my local church. And part of that is leading them into talking about apologetics, how to defend their faith in this culture. So that was part of the push to start a social media channel to reach those that are lost, those that are far from God, and that's what the nonprofit's all about is participating in youth missions and apologetics.
Good. Well, congrats with that. I know that's not easy getting that paperwork going and underway. So
I'll tell you what, AI, Grok walked me through a lot of things on how to do it properly and how to submit, incorporation filings, and like it was huge.
Good stuff. All right, that is a wrap for the week. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the time with your families and friends. And next week's a short week. We're just going Monday and Tuesday. And then we'll have the next 3 days off for the holiday. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. You guys did so awesome today. I'm so proud of all you. That was just amazing to watch. You come so far. So
I
thank
did
you all.
the end of week survey, but the end of day was still locked.
Oh, you just have to do the end of week, I think, right?
I did the end of week
Oh,
already.
you're good then. Yeah, because we didn't have speakers today. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
All right. Be safe, guys.